Hello everyone and welcome to another high-low game of Age of Empires. Today, the age-old question of quantity versus quality hits the camel world as MbL, playing as the Byzantines in blue, gets ready to take on Margougou, playing as the Saracens in red. Now all the players heard their herdables explore their immediate surroundings and try to get their butts up to Feudal Age ASAP. Not a bad time for us to take a look at the Civ matchup that we are going to be watching today. Now, the Byzantines, a civilization designed to be as hard as frickin' possible to take down. Their structures get progressively more HP as the game goes on. Take a look at this. Instead of the usual 550, 605, because even in the Dark Age, all of their structures come with 10% more HP, all the way up to 40 if we're lucky enough to see this game go into Imperial. Their bombard towers can be upgraded to do splash damage. They get Town Watch and Town Patrol for free, so they automatically see you coming from a mile away. And once the battle starts, their monks can heal units twice as fast, and they can slow down enemy advances by spamming so-called trash units for days, because their spearmen, their skirmishers, and their camel riders are all 25% cheaper. Now, their unique unit, the Cataphract, is a heavy cavalry unit with a massive attack bonus against infantry that can take a pretty darn good beating with a good amount of HP and pretty strong base armor. Now, when the Byzantines decide, to go to the Imperial Age, well, they only pay 2/3 of the cost of doing so, which does allow them to invest their saved resources into upgrading their cataphracts even more by not only giving them an even bigger attack bonus against infantry, but also adding trample damage to an already pretty darn cool unit. Down goes the wild animal. Let's take a look at Margougou playing as the Saracens, a civilization whose strong market can be used to gain an early to mid-game advantage over their opponents. To start with the actual structure itself, ooh, your scout's on the wrong side of the deer, my man. Pardon me, the structure itself. I get so excited with these deer and ibex and gazelle pushes. It just sometimes throws me off my intro game. The actual market itself only costs 75 wood, not 175, which makes it an absolute gem when it comes to quick walling. A few piggly wigglies here, finding a few family members who haven't been tamed yet. Now, their commodity trading fee, this is where the Saracens really kick ass. Their commodity trading fee at the market is fixed right from the very beginning of the game at 5%, which is significantly lower than the 30% that other civilizations have to pay early on. Now, using this market advantage, the Saracens can field quite a hard-hitting, tanky armor. Their foot archers army, pardon me, I don't know why I'm jumbling my words. I need to get a CAT scan or something. Their foot archers come with an attack bonus against buildings, which makes their feudal age aggression a little bit scarier than usual. Their camels come with 25% more HP. Their trebs, their mangonels, their onagers can all be upgraded to increase their attack. I really do need a CAT scan. And their unique unit, the Mameluke, is a ranged melee camel unit that comes with a pretty darn big attack bonus against cavalry. Ooh. We'll see if that comes into play, although Mameluke versus Cataphract is something I'll have a few words to say about once we take a look at the map. Now, if sometimes happens in this game, your units are a little bit injured after a battle, fear not. The Saracen Monk can be upgraded to automatically and passively heal multiple units nearby simultaneously. So these are two pretty darn cool civilizations. On the one hand, you've got one of the game's coolest and my favorite anti-cavalry unit, the Mameluke, this scimitar-throwing, ranged melee badass. On the other hand, you have a unique unit that has special bonus armor. If you're not familiar with how the Cataphract works, not only does it come with an attack bonus against infantry, which is massive, not only does it come with potential trample damage, the Cataphract has special bonus armor that negates anti-cavalry armor, so anti-cavalry bonus. So it has, in essence, anti-cavalry bonus armor. Make that make sense. So whereas the Mameluke has a nice healthy +9 attack bonus against all cavalry units, the Cataphract, if we ever get to see Mameluke v Cataphract, it has, I believe, the base model +12 special armor that completely negates the Mameluke's attack bonus against cavalry. So again, one of the coolest anti-cavalry units against one of the coolest anti-cavalry units. So we'll see. To be fair, the Saracens with camels, pretty much their primary focus is camels here. Look at this. MbL being a bit of a naughty boy as he tries to stop the deer push, but ultimately the deer goes under the TC. The TC fires its arrows. Pardon me, the villagers exit the TC and fire their arrows, and down goes the deer either way. So we'll see how the Saracens stack up against the potential threat. Now, the Cataphract, as awesome, as powerful, as badass as it is pretty darn expensive to upgrade in terms of the Logistica upgrade to give it trample damage. I like that MbL has seen these two militiamen moving across the map, which signals to us that it is time to actually remove the fog of war, stop stumbling over my words, and actually look at the attack path between the two bases. Oh my goodness, they are a stone's throw away from one another. What a small little map for two pretty darn light civilizations on their feet. Camels, cataphracts, cavalry, all manner of fun mounted units that we have potential to see in this game. Let's take a look at MbL's base as the Saracen presses in, or maybe not. Let's wait a second here. Might be a villager or two that can get potentially killed. No, it is the defending scout. And luckily, the stable is right here. Luckily, the army is already out. Unluckily, these two villagers got in the way of the spearmen. Piggly Wiggly runs away. You don't need to be a Woad Raider to steal that guy. And to be fair, these militia do have a good amount of HP, but the spearmen try to block their way. A third spearman joins in. 25% off is this unit, which is super cool. So while they chase the militiamen, let's take a look at MbL and see what Margougou has seen. That the primary gold is up to the north, primary stone up to the back, and extra gold, extra stone in the bottom. And where's your third gold? All the way up top here. He's going to continue being annoying by just running these units around while his scout returns home with that very little HP that is left after he managed to win the fight and draw first blood against MbL Scout. By the way, look at how amazingly close these bases are. Both their extra stones are right next to one another. Absolutely incredible. One militia falls, the second militia will fall as well, and MbL gets revenge and takes the kill lead 2-1. His forests, excuse me? Tower Rush is the name of the game for the Byzantine. Remember, this tower comes with 20% more HP at the moment. And so a massive 1020. I don't think Margougou knows that it's there, obviously, since the foundations haven't been laid. But wow, just like MbL discovered the 2 militia push, Margougou discovers the 6 villager push, and both of them doing fantastic. This is what happens when the map is so small and the attack space between the players is so tiny. They just discover each other when they're on the move, left, right, and center. Archer dies, second archer will fall. Actually, they both kind of look like they died at almost the exact same time. Counter tower, but unfortunately you only have the normal 850 HP, whereas you have the nice juicy 20% extra 4 villagers inside of you and 5 villagers inside of you. So we'll see if the extra villager makes the difference. I don't think anyone's on the high ground, low ground. Actually, now we've got fewer villagers, more archers inside. Margougou, for his part, has already walled his base in a fist-shaped base. Primary gold in the front, already lamed by the Byzantine tower. Stone off to the side. He's mining it in earnest. Of course he is. He just spent 125 on this tower. Extra stone up top, much like our Byzantine has. And as I said, the secondary stone for both, pardon me, extra gold up top. My goodness. Extra stone for both players in the forward position. Where's the third stone for our Saracen? It is here, and MbL doesn't need to be Ethiopian to plop down towers. He is going to discover it very quickly once that villager crosses the expanse and begins constructing that outpost. Okay. So he tried, but he's defended. MbL tried. Margougou is defended, I should say. And there's a lot of blue-red, by the way, completely inside his own base. There is no vision out on the map. Look at this. This is all he sees. Where even is the 2 military count? Is it just the 2 archers inside the tower? It is just the 2 archers inside the tower. A third archer moves forward. Will he draw town? Will he draw fire from this tower? Pardon me. Nope. Makes it safe. So now 4 villagers to 5 occupants. Both players gonna do the old pop the villagers out, repair, hope your opponent doesn't notice. And then the second the opponent notices and fires on them, shove them back inside the tower. There we go. There you go. Oh man, it's so much fun to watch these Oh, and look at this. A gangbang of towers here, 2v1. I'm not too sure the Byzantine tower can handle this, especially since now he's getting fired on. A few skirmishers trying to draw fire. Again, 25% off means that they are perfect bait. Let's see if they can get the job done. While, no, the villagers just escape. Tower fires impotently at them. Not much they can accomplish here. Another tower. Okay, so he really wants to thief the stone here. By the way, he's also seen the gold. MbL, look at the mini-map. MbL's got eyeballs everywhere. I'm going to zoom out. Apologies for zooming out so much, but look at MbL's vision. Holy moly, is he seeing everything on the map. And that is, by the way, an amazing play, because one of the things about the Saracens is that they are a very gold, very resource-intensive civilization. They are not a civilization like the Britons, where you can get away with a little bit less gold than your opponent. No, no, no. The Saracens need a lot. Their upgrades, their units, their unique techs. They need a lot of gold if they want to get up to the army of their dreams. Both players heading up to Castle Age. Our Byzantine is about a minute ahead of his opponent, but is 4 villagers behind. And so MbL spotting the map. And oh my goodness, look at the mini-map. He is everywhere. How is he controlling all these units, asks the caster, who has casted high elo players non-stop for 2.5 years. Micro. The APM must be through the roof for MbL right now, controlling all of these various units. I mean, he's going to see the entire map. Margougou? Oh, my goodness. Well, to be fair, a few outposts here and there, some camels, some skirmishers, even some archers. They do have a decent amount of line of sight, and Margougou can discover some resources. By the way, our Byzantine is keeping an eye on the woodlines. If you haven't noticed, outposts all along the woodlines. So far, this is the only woodline for our Saracen. Fletching for those towers, pretty much, and skirmishers. And now if I were to look at MbL's vision on the mini-map, oh my god. I mean, he's seen the entire map. His scout's going to look at the position to the north. He sees the relics. He sees his opponent. And literally the only thing MbL hasn't seen is this. And there's not a whole lot going on in there. Not exactly a couple of hidden stables. Yeah, not hidden at all, this outpost. The Saracen doesn't see any of the outposts. Oh my goodness. So our Saracen is playing, you know, whatever the game plan is for Margougou. Little does he know that whatever he does, MbL is going to see immediately. So the second this camel comes out, if he doesn't come out, he'll see the flag. If he comes out, MbL's line of sight, there you go. You see it hutting right to the top of the hill next to those. This is just incredible out of MbL. I love the use of outposts. For the longest time when I started this channel, I was lamenting the fact that players don't get murder holes. Players don't put down stone walls in Feudal Age because they usually want to save their stone for something else, either economic TC play or tower pushes or quick castles. And then I lamented a lot about the outpost. Elite skirmishers to counter the crossbowmen, cheaper camels to counter the Saracen, but even without bloodlines, this Saracen camel, 125 HP. The Byzantines, again, quantity over quality. They don't even get bloodlines. So 100 HP to potentially 145 HP with bloodlines. So 45% more HP. In Castle Age, their upgrades are pretty much identical. It's really an Imperial where missing Blast Furnace really comes in to hurt the Byzantine. And again, MbL just sees all of it. But now the crossbows are going to discover the outpost and they're going to say, "Ah, shit. You saw this? Hot damn, no wonder you're so quick to respond to my army, because you've seen everything I have." Imagine a real life war where, you know, one side of the battle saw all of the troop movements of the other side of the battle and could respond while the other one saw absolutely nothing. By the way, do these towers have any kills? No, they're just here to fight one another. Okay. Kill count, 25 minutes into the game, is a massive 9-1. And MbL, is this going to be part of a wall off? Is this just a nice little OCD line of houses? Stay tuned. We're about to find out. Does red see this? No, he does not. Does blue see this? Of course he does. So 1, 2, 3 town centers, albeit, you know, you saw it in the Dark Age. so the fancy schmancy architecture hasn't really upgraded. Our Saracen is moving out on the map, but to be fair, MbL, I like it. He's keeping his army kind of in the middle of the map. He knows there's a Saracen out here somewhere. He doesn't know exactly where. TC and a monk should be enough to shoo away a few camels. Even at 145 HP, right now they have absolutely no upgrades. Not even husbandry, yikes. Okay. Same time, more and more scouts. Do you think he put those scouts on auto scout? I wonder actually if he put those scouts on auto scout. Damn you, house. Because that's a thing right now, right? I think that a patch or two ago, you can now... Any scout that you train can go on auto scout. It used to be just your first one. Now any scout, I think. Okay, we're about to have a few kills. Maybe. No, the camels attack, disengage. A little bit of light petting over the pants. Nothing too R-rated at the moment. Well, that ballistics, I'd be shocked if even one of those javelins landed on a camel. It does not. Another outpost. Another outpost. Oh, I mean, come on. This is just so... This is like caster porn. If I want to be not too PG-13 about it. Villagers do discover the outpost. Okay, 4 of them get pulled off lumberjacking duty. Byzantine castle on the high ground, still up 1326 HP compared to your 1020. 4th town center for our Byzantine. Okay. You'd think he was playing an elephant civilization. He's ahead 5 villagers. He's ahead 6 army count. Both players have, let's say, interesting army compositions of combinations of weak and strong units. Monks here, those twice as fast healing monks for our Byzantine, who, by the way, has collected 4 relics already. And FYI, with that outpost that was here, had no trouble seeing where the 5th is. We're still at 9 kills to 1, despite the fact that archers have been firing non-stop, skirmishers have been throwing their javelins non-stop, mangonels have been firing, camels have been attacking, yet nobody's dying. This is the Battle of the Immortals here. Still no one's dying. Okay, finally, a Saracen crossbowman does bite the dust, and a Saracen mangonel bites the dust. MbL extends his kill lead a little bit. It looks like these villagers with their 649 stone were moving out to place a castle, probably on this hill. Who's kidding who? This is like a nice little king of the hill castle here. But then they got stopped by this massive Byzantine army, and this is where the Byzantine starts snowballing a little bit out of control with their 25% cheaper skirmishers, spearmen, and camel. MbL literally training the 3 discounted units. No upgrades for the camel whatsoever. Also doesn't have husbandry. What the hell is going on with these two? No husbandry, which, to be fair, again, the map is so small. Do you even need husbandry? Couple of mangonels, monks. To be fair, though, the Saracen army, if the crossbowmen close on the camels and the camels close on the skirmishers, can do some damage here. No upgrades. Oh, pardon me. There is an armor upgrade finally for one of the players, and it is the Saracen. All right. Mangonel in the forward position. MbL did see the castle going up, so his response is not a castle of his own, but a 5th and a 6th town center. Again, does MbL think he has a war elephant that he can train? Why is he going up to 6 town centers? Ooh, good mangonel shot there. Does get that 1 first kill for it. Good attack rounds. 13 villagers on stone for our Byzantine. Margougou is done with his castles. Not really a Mameluke kind of game. Mamelukes do not come with attack bonuses against other camels, except the elite Mameluke, which comes with a +1 attack bonus against itself for some reason. It's a self-hating unique unit. Okay, now it's Margougou's turn to get a nice little attack round there. And the players back away. The kill count, 12 to 1. Okay. This is so much fun. I'm assuming the way the game is going, we're going to build massive armies and then just attack into one another. Our Byzantine is heading up to Imperial. Margougou is about halfway there when it comes to the resources he needs. 1 tower down, 2nd tower going to get attacked by camels, but you're not Hindustani. You're fighting from the low ground. Your attack is already a shitty 6 with no bonus. So it's going to take a while for that tower to go down. And a counter castle across the battlefield here for our Byzantine. And again, the players disengage. More monks. 4 relics. Surprised he's not going after the 5th, although looking at the mini-map, it is kind of surrounded by Saracen things, villagers, structures, but not exactly military here. Just a bunch of villagers. Not exactly attack bonuses against monks. Plucks out the eyeball of the Saracen MbL. And his army count still about 9-10 ahead of his opponent. Mango wars. Okay. Good volley there from the Saracen, who is 2 minutes away from Imperial. Had to pay full price, but is 2 minutes away nonetheless. Camels move forward. Monks move forward. Camels move back. Oh, that's a good attack round. Here we go. We're finally getting some engagement, some conversions as well. Welcome to the family, Mr. 145 HP Camel, says our Byzantine, with another castle here going up. Ooh, just one upgrade, just Botkin, short of reaching the 3rd town center. My goodness, I really do need to get a CAT scan. 3rd tower there. What are you expanding the back with? More stables for you? Okay. More stables for the Saracen only means one thing, more camels. As Margougou yet again pivots to the south with his army. But he's going to have to deal with this. He's only got one castle and it is falling. He is not. Okay, now he's repairing it. Camel rushes forward. Not too sure what the point of this is, except maybe to test the defenses, distract the Byzantine while a 3rd Byzantine castle goes up. MbL quickly walls in 1 part, 2 parts. I don't think this is actually walled in here on the right side. It's not even walled in on the left side. Oh my god, Age of Empires with the graphics. Did he lose more camels to conversions? Yeah, 145. Oh, and look at that. An actual engagement for about 1/3 of a second, and they disengage again. Cataphracts are on the way. Oh, Margougou takes a play out of MbL's book. Puts up a nice, beautiful outpost. By the way, he's been building outposts along the south part of the map. He wants to attack that way. MbL sees it. Okay, husbandry for you. Trying to click a camel here. No husbandry yet for our Byzantine, who, if he's going cataphracts, might want to get husbandry here. Players disengage yet again. This time it's MbL who's running away. Somehow this castle is still up. 7 villagers on stone means Margougou, with his 300 stone in his pocket, has a little bit of time he can repair it. It is also on the high ground. I wonder if the Trebs park their asses here and attack the castle, if they would have the high ground advantage. Oh, MbL's caught wind of this one villager. Camels are going to be heavies in 12 seconds. And then the HP. Oh, you don't even want to know what their HP jumps up to. It is a ridiculous 170. There it is. Okay. Skirmishers to the back. Looks like they paid the price. 3 of them for going underneath the town center. 3 of them will pay the price. Okay, accomplishing little to nothing, I don't think. Okay, MbL did manage to get a villager kill, but will die. Okay, with just that 1 kill, or 2 kills, pardon me. Looks like Margougou's camels are running around the back of MbL's base. Okay, he did manage to get the 2 mangonels. I like that these 3 spearmen are still here. And there's Logistica for our Byzantine. So many monks. MbL, by the way, is not upgrading his camels to heavy camel riders, so he is going full on cataphract. Camels are nice, but he's a horse guy, not really a camel racer. And 1 treb down, a 2nd treb down. Arbalesters for the Saracen. What you need now is Bimaristan and 1 monk. With Bimaristan, they heal at a rate of 75 HP per minute. Down goes Athos, Porthos, and Aramis, the 3 spearmen musketeers from the very dark ages of the game. He needs 1 monk in here, and these guys are going to be invincible. 75 HP per minute in a 5-tile radius. So a unit with, what is it, 40 HP will heal in half a minute. Fully from 1 HP to 40 in literally half an in-game minute, which is already so much faster than a real human life minute. Oh my god, he managed to survive. How is MbL not trying to convert this villager? Okay, now he is. Derpy, derpy, derpy. Will you get converted or will you delete yourself? No, he gets converted, but now he's stuck in here as more camels run amok. Every time Margougou tries to engage, MbL's monks just shoo this away. How many heavy camels? He's got 10. He converted 10 heavy camels. That is so sour. That is so incredibly sour. Looks like there's a battle in the front of the base where I'm assuming the cataphracts have been unleashed. They have been unleashed. Let's take a look at their upgrades. Fully upgraded trample damage, 0.5 tile radius, infantry plus 18, but the arbalesters, these guys only have 5 pierce armor. So we've got 22 arbalesters. What are their upgrades? Fully attack. So 22 times 5 is 110 HP of damage every time they fire. So not exactly enough to one-shot a fully healthy paladin, but a paladin, a cataphract with a cold, maybe some gout, moving a little bit slower. They can definitely get one shot. Look, the heavy camels, just by virtue of their HP, provide an amazing meat shield for the arbalesters. Plus, the attack bonus is now plus 18. And let me show you, the elite cataphract has 16. You see where it says cavalry 16? So that negates 16 of the 18 bonus damage of this camel. So this camel just does 2 bonus damage to this cavalry unit, whereas to every other cavalry unit they would do 18. These guys go down. 90% of that bonus is wiped out. And FYI, our Byzantine still has 8 heavy camel riders. Oh my goodness, how did that even happen? Those monks, I'm really curious to see the conversion count at the end of the game. I'm gonna guess right now it's around 20. Cataphracts and camels to the north, cataphracts and camels to the south, cataphracts and camels in the center, in the east. They are just running around getting damage everywhere. 24 villager kills at the moment. Trep to the left falls, Trep to the right will fall as well. This is where missing blast furnace for the Byzantine really hurts them. But like I said in the beginning, the cataphract has some pretty tanky armor. The camels are cheap. What the developers giveth, they taketh away. So not surprising they're missing blast furnace and bloodlines. Looks like more. Look at the mini map. The entire red base is on fire, but these arbalesters are just absolutely crushing it. A bomber cannon as well. 25 arbalesters, 45 kills. And the camels are doing what the camels need to do, which is meat shield galore. A couple of arbalesters actually get converted. 25 becomes 18, 17, and the numbers are falling. The problem is our Saracens paying full price, and he's down to 94 villagers. The blue dots on the mini-map to the back of the red base are just absolutely having their way with the villager count. I'm hoping we'll be able to get all of it in picture. I do apologize if we miss any of it. 83, 82 villagers. Trebs are firing on the arbalesters. My goodness, what a chaotic, deadly battlefield. 77 villagers. And that's all she wrote. 93 cataphracts to 95 camels. Really unfair fight. 31 camels, arbalesters, skirmishers. This is like literally the beginning of the game. Oh my goodness, Margougou so infatuated with the camel that he did not even train a third most unit. And let's see. Wow! Look at the fallow fields. Look at the depopulated Saracen rear. My goodness! Where are his villagers? They are either dead, paying the ferryman, or huddled, about to die underneath a TC that's full. Sorry, no room in this structure. Wow, and they've got literally nowhere to run to. No other town center, no other towers, no castle, nowhere for these villagers to garrison, no fortified churches whatsoever. And with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 town centers, MbL is still at a healthy 142 villagers. And I thought he was confusing himself for an elephant civilization. Little did I know he was doing a 4 castle cataphract push. There you go. That's going to be a new meta. Wow, what an awesome last couple of minutes. Look at how we end the game with this artillery bomb on these arbalesters. 13 of them still alive. 3 kills apiece. That's not something you see every day. That is definitely not something you see every day. Who got the 5th relic? Ain't no one got time for that relic. He is still here. 2657 relic gold. Seems like it should have been more in a 50-odd minute game. PKPM for MbL. Really? That low, that early? Okay, this low, that early too? All right. What do we think? How bad are the economies? 10,000 resources, 8,000 if you remove the relic gold. All the resources going to the Byzantines. No surprise. The Saracens, aside from their market, don't really have any features. Although, to be fair, neither do the Byzantines. With their villagers, I said 23 conversions, 27 raisings to 7. And what's the final kill count? 73 villagers. That must have been in the last couple of minutes. 168 to 138. Okay, let's rewind. What are we at? 47:33. Let's rewind 4 minutes. All right, you know what? Let's rewind 3 minutes to 44:33. Okay, right now it's 73 kills, 15. So in the last 3 minutes, he got 58 kills, unless my math is mistaken. 58 villager kills. Look at this nice, lush farmland, peaceful villagers working their crops, jacking their wood, gathering whatever resources they can, and then let's do this. And then immediately, right at the end of the game, boom, all gone, all dead. 77 vill kills. Wow. MbL just ramping up the pressure, tearing our Saracen into 5-6 different locations, ripping him up like a shredder rips up a piece of paper. And with the cataphract, the surprise-less move, I say this a lot. It's like the revolution with the Burgundians, the Byzantines. It's always that sword of Damocles with their cheaper Imperial Age up cost that you really have to be so careful, because if they can get their cataphracts at full speed, again, the attack maybe not the highest. 14 is, I believe, just a base paladin attack without any armor up, without any attack upgrades. So not the highest attack, but look at the armor: 5/5, 150 HP. Special anti-cavalry armor of 16 and half a tile's worth of trample damage. And how many did he train at the end? 93 cataphracts. Wow, what an absolute fun game. And it was always going to be an uphill battle for our Saracen, who is pretty much a camel civilization, whether they go camels or unique unit. I love the addition of the arbalesters, although maybe he needed a bunch more. To be fair, though, they did get the job done. They had a lot of kills. 3 kills for each arbalester is a huge ratio. That is an amazing ratio for an archer unit in the end of the game. Usually, you know, the units by the end of the game have so much armor. They're so quick. There's so many of them that you're lucky if you get a 1-to-1 kill count with your arbalesters, unless you're picking off villagers. But getting 3-to-1 is an absolute treat. And so Margougou doing quite well with his archers at the end. Unfortunately, runs out of resources, runs out of villagers, more importantly, and runs out of space, because these blue units, yeah, they're still pretty healthy, except this one camel who I'm trying to highlight, which means he's dead. He just doesn't know it yet. And so, unfortunately for that camel, he does not get to witness the glorious end of the battle in MbL with the cataphracts, the camels. And to be fair, not a lot of action for the first 30 minutes of this game, as the players kept touching each other very lightly, flirting a little here, a little bit of, oh, my hand, my hand just accidentally brushed your shoulder, ooh. But no, they finally went at each other at the end. Look at that massive kill count, beautiful game. And the cataphract makes an appearance. The cataphract pretty much helps counter the camel, and with that counter, even though the arbalesters did their best here on the high run, getting shelled at by Trebs is always fun to watch as the rocks explode, the ground shakes underneath them. It is MbL who is victorious, but GG to both players.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.